Alright fellas, how y'all doing today? This is Gun Owners Mississippi channel. What I'm showing y'all here is a few guns of mine, my cowboy guns that I got. Sorry about the crappy pictures. The only way I can get it to really show all of them here, and I'll pick them up and handle them. Hopefully y'all can see them better. What I got here is a Ruger Blackhawk. Let's check, make sure it's unloaded first. Check down the cylinder here, roll it around, make sure we're good and safe. I already emptied them, but I just want to double check. This is a Ruger 45 caliber Blackhawk, new model, what they call it, because it has the modern features. Blackhawk doesn't have the fixed rear sight like this one does. It's fixed rear right here. I mean, it's not fixed rear like the original Colts, Vaqueros and stuff like that. This one has an adjustable rear sight. Front is of course fixed. The rear is not. And it also has a transfer bar. If y'all can see that, there's a transfer bar in there. Right here stops you. Anything short of having the hammer all the way back and pulling the trigger, no matter what the hell you do to this gun, it can't go off. You can keep 6 in the chamber. Used to, when you had the firing pin was actually on the hammer. Had a lot of accidental discharge. They got away from that back years ago. Of course, make guns a little safer. Anyway, this is the Ruger Blackhawk that I initially bought. This is the first cowboy gun I ever purchased. I hadn't had it maybe a year and a half. I think I bought it, actually I bought it Christmas of last year. Here it is, October. So almost a year, as a matter of fact. I bet this gun right here is probably shot 1,500 to 2,000 rounds through it. And it's tight, clean little gun. I mean, for a gun that's been shot as many times as it is, still in good shape. Everything still feels good, not a lot of slop in it. Hammer spring still good and stiff in it. They can say what they want about these Rugers. I'm not crazy about their automatics. I've owned several of them and they've been decent guns, don't get me wrong. They're like retard guns because the big double action first trigger pull and stuff like that. But you know, that was years ago. They've got a lot nicer guns that are single and double action. I just don't particularly care for Ruger in a semi-automatic gun. Nothing against Ruger, because I love these guns that I have here. Shoots a 45 long coat, holds 6 rounds. Like I say, this one doesn't have the fixed sight, but the Vaquero does, and the Vaquero will be a fixed sight set for 25 yards. Now this one's adjustable. Man, I've shot this thing out to 40 yards shooting at cans, and I wouldn't want anybody shooting it at me. I'm not that good of a shot. I just practice and play around here and there. But a 40-yard shot's a long shot with a pistol, I think. But it's a great little gun. Got this old holster. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this dude is old. My uncle gave me this. It's an old Western style holster. It's about wore out, man. I mean, wear it all the time. He wore it for years and years. I bet this thing's probably 15 years old, if it's a day old. And it's not even a 45 holster. It was set up for the little 22. I have this exact same, actually I have this exact same gun in a 22 caliber Ruger Blackhawk. It has a little longer barrel like this one does. This is the little, I believe it's a 4 5/8 or a 5 5/8. I think Ruger goes by the 5/8 instead of the 3/4 like Colt. But this thing's old. If you look at it, you can see the shell holders. I actually cut them because they were designed for 22s. I actually cut the middle band out of every one of them so I would shove my 45s in there. It doesn't hold them very good at all, so I generally never keep them in there. These are just in here because I just unloaded the gun and put them in there. That's that gun. That's the first one I ever bought. I think I paid around $4.25 for it new at a gun shop here locally. Great little gun. Everybody ought to own one of these. Dead nuts reliable. You can't get no better than one of these dudes right here, in my opinion. Not saying there's not plenty other good guns out there, but for the money, that's a great gun. The amount of rounds I've put through it is insane. And still shoot it. I keep it at home for personal protection, whatever. I don't have a CCW license, and I intend on getting one, but I'm waiting to get a gun to go with it. Can't carry one of these big old monsters with me. So that's that gun. Set it down out of the way. Show you another one. This will be my same gun. Make sure it ain't loaded. I already unloaded them, but never hurt to check. Same gun in a longer barrel. I believe this is the 6 5/8 barrel. Regular Ruger Blackhawk 45 caliber long Colt. Not to be confused with a 45 ACP. Big difference. It's a lot bigger bullet. If you look at that bullet compared to a 45 ACP, you know, it's a lot bigger. And these are just reloads. My uncle and I reload. He mainly has all the setups for that. I tend to generally just go down there and shoot and let him reload them all for me. I mean, you can't get much better than that. But I actually bought this gun from a friend of mine. It's a nice little gun. Has a longer barrel, has hoe grips on it. He put them on there. He was hurting for money and whatever the case may be. So I bought it from him. Got it for 350 bucks. I thought it was a great deal. Came with this holster and a box of daggum Remingtons or Winchester hollow point, silver tip hollow point bullets with it. So how could you go wrong for 350 bucks? I didn't think you could. Brand new holster right here. Beautiful holster. I love it. Western style looking holster. Clean, molded for the gun, for this actual gun, actual 45 belt. So it holds the bullets nice and tight. Them dudes won't come out at all. Got them on both sides. If you look at the shape of the holster, it's designed so that you can wear it left or right, depending on which is your dominant hand, whatever. And just a nice all-around holster. I like it. Like I said, I got it for nothing. Got it with the gun, so how can I go wrong? This is my other little cowboy gun. I have another one just like this with the wood grips in a 22 caliber. Same barrel length. It's a Ruger Blackhawk, but in a 22. It's a great little gun. My kids shoot the crap out of it. That's their gun to play with, but Daddy's playing with the big one. Alright, put this one out of the way. Alright, this is my baby. I love this gun right here. I don't know if you can see all of it, but I'll hold it up here, let you get a good look at it. This is a 45 lever action long coat. It's made by Rossi. It's a model 92. I just bought this thing less than a year ago also. 45 long coat. Holds I believe 10 in the tube magazine down here. Holds 10 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. Of course it's fed right here on the side. I believe the design is the Winchester. Don't hold me to it. I'm not no gun expert, never claimed to be. I'm not a very smart man, you know. I'm just love guns, and I know a little half-ass about them, okay? I don't know much. Anything I say may not be 100% accurate. Okay, so don't be dogging me out for it if I'm wrong. But I believe this is the Winchester style design. I don't keep this gun loaded, but let's check it out and make sure. I don't generally keep my pistols loaded in the house. Nice gun. The reason I say it's a Winchester, I think, is because I can't remember. I think the Winchesters had the top load like this, and I believe the Marlins and the other ones had the side ejection. They always bitched about these because you couldn't put a scope on them and stuff. Like I say, I may be wrong on that. Don't hold me to it. But this gun right here is a bad little SOB. I'm going to tell you, it's a beautiful gun. I paid the same amount for this as I did that first pistol. I think I paid 400 bucks for this gun. Great little gun and accurate, man. This thing is accurate. Tell you what, about 100 yards, 100's really pushing it. Now I shoot light loads. Like I said, we reload a lot of stuff and try to save our ears. We wear earplugs and everything. But I do tend to shoot light loads, and it's still pretty accurate. You put it on and it's dead. This is the most comfortable gun I've ever shot. You see the buttstock's a steel, blued buttstock and everything, just like the rest of the gun. It's blued. The side's got a nice blue finish on it. Man, I love the finish on this gun. Has a hexagon barrel. Of course, you know, it's not round or anything. It's hard to tell in the camera, but it's a great little gun. Shoots great. Accurate. Never had any problems out of this gun. Of course, I do shoot round nose bullets. I shoot lead. Don't shoot copper jacketed bullets or anything like that out of them. Shoot just all straight lead. You just got to clean it pretty good. But that's it for now. I can get my other guns out in another video and I'll show you all the rest of them. But I think this is a great little gun. I think everybody ought to have one. It's nice. It's fairly light. The hexagon barrel makes it a little heavier than probably your round barrel would be. But watched a few shows about them, and you know, as a secondary home defense gun, man, you couldn't really go wrong. Nobody wants to get shot with a dang 45, 185 grain bullet. Hell, I think you can even get a 200 grain bullet. It's a force to be reckoned with, my friend. But anyway, thought I'd show them off. I'll do another video. But come back and see me again. Tell me what you think about these old dudes. Alright, we'll talk to you later.